Hello, I'm here again in Belvédère, Outremont, and with a live stream. I want to show you now a better view of the North Montreal. And as you can see, spring arrived, the temperatures are warm, and the snow is gone, which is not exactly true. It's the people who live here know that even the spring officially started. It takes a few weeks more of these kind of conditions before it gets greener, before the migratory birds arrive, before temperature gets more comfortable. And that's why I am sitting here today with this coat. Like usually in winter, it's about freezing point, a little bit below, and it's windy, so you feel the cold. I'm now without holding the iPhone. I had asked my brother about comments of about my live feeds, and he mentioned, and I quote, a spitzlig wackelig, which is in Swiss German for shaky. So I told him, okay, I will try to improve that by getting with me the tripod, the small one, and that's where my iPhone is now mounted for less shaky video. I increased the frequency of these live streams for one specific reason. What I want to show is, and it's for me every year a very great experience to see how the nature explodes here in a very short time period of time. It starts around mid-April, but definitively kind of accelerates close to end of April. So you have like a very short period of time, like 1 week, 2 weeks, where it gets from what we have right now, which is fresh, cold, gray, brownish gray views, to green, flourish, flowers, a lot of animals showing up, set up. And for me, it's every year, it's really fantastic to see how this changes from one setup to the other one in very short time. It's also accompanied with some rainy days, so I don't think that every day will be acceptable to be outdoors. But what I want to try is to do these recordings on a shorter frequency, so that you can see then by week how this dramatically changes here in these parks. So that's the reason why I increased the frequency. I was thinking on the way up here to Belvédère Outremont, which is like a 30-minute walk for me, is which park visits I had in the past with the fewest species seen. And I do not really recall having days where I see one or maybe two animals as maximum during the park visit. And here in Belvédère Outremont, it's actually, you remember I was here like 3 weeks ago where I saw a squirrel and American crow, which are two, and this time I actually saw nothing on the way up, and I heard some crows, but I was not definitively able to ID it as crows. It could be raven, but most probably there were American crows. But I definitively didn't saw them, and as long as I cannot see the animal and definitively give an ID, I will not write it down in my journal for observations, animal observations in parks. So I then wondered, when was the day I saw most species? And remember, I write down whenever I go in a park, I write down which species I was able to ID, and I save them on my computer. So I will go back soon because it's a little bit cold here. Back to my desk and to run some data analysis to see which one of my visits were with most animals seen. Right now, I like this visit will end, I'm pretty sure, end up with maybe one or two. And so I don't write down when I see dogs, which are usually here. There are actually two playing around here on the snow. They have a lot of fun. And I don't write down if I see humans because they are not really wildlife. Anyway, sometimes special Canadians are kind of wild because I see them jogging, and I see now here one crawling up the mountain. So we do have some action, and now I get some greetings from the dogs here. Let's see if they are friendly. They look very friendly and beautiful. And here they go. It's here in this park. They let the dogs run, so it's not really. There are no deers, and especially this time of the year, there's nothing, no animals they can hunt or they shouldn't hunt. But in many parks, it's actually not allowed to let your dog run without the how do you call it, lash? I don't know the English word for that. Anyway. So today I will go down on the other side. I usually walk up on the north side, which is by his exposition to the north, definitively not less exposed to the sun and with less wildlife happening. But I will walk down on the other side, which is exposed more to the south, and maybe I see some birds there. You can maybe even I have my photo gear here. Maybe even be able to take one or two nice photos of birds or whatever is crossing my path. That's about it. 7 minutes, that's too long. I wanted to say one thing more, and that is don't forget to subscribe. I will publish a live stream once a week, usually on Saturday, from now on till mid-May. To demonstrate how the nature develops in this very short period of time. So I to share with you this fantastic change that happens here in this time of the year. So with this said, I hope you subscribe to stay in touch, and see you next time, next weekend, for the next impression of parks here in Montreal. Thank you for watching. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.